Hey there, YouTubers. This here is Bulldog Rod.
And I'm
And
Papa Ron.
Papa Ron's right there. Yeah, he's my man. Hey, we want to say something at the very beginning here, Ron, if I could. Is that we want you guys to be sure that you're real cautious about investing in whatever we say because we are not financial advisors. We don't want you to buy anything, do anything, go anywhere, do anything without you first doing your due diligence on this crypto bit, especially on Ripple. You'll see why here we want you to use very much caution on this because there is some things coming up in the future that may play on this. I'll let Ron handle most of it, but I think that that's what we really need to watch. You guys need to do your due diligence. Yes.
Well, and some of these coins we talk about, we don't even invest in them. We don't buy them at all, but
No, we don't.
we like getting out there and seeing the nuts and bolts of this. And again, we're talking about Ripple. We're not trying to beat this dead horse again.
Yeah, I
But
like my horse. I don't want you beating him to death.
okay, but you're right. But we've had a lot of comments in our videos about where we think the
Yes, we
price is
have.
going and where it's going to be 3 to 5 years from now. And we've responded to some of those comments, but there's been enough we thought we'd make a short video and go over that.
Especially when we found some new stuff.
Yeah, there's a few new things we want to talk about. Real quick, we're going over it quick. We want this to be a short video. If we can just keep Rod focused. And you'll know that you'll see that we have a new filming way to do this. You know, Rod and I live about 100 miles apart, so it's not always real convenient to get together.
No.
But I finally told Rod, get your tight ass out the door and buy a camera so we can film these a little more regular.
Boy, I had to squeeze tight.
You know, I married Rod's sister, and she has since passed away, but she looks nothing like him, thank
No, I was a
goodness.
lot prettier.
Yeah, right. So anyway, let's get into this. Here's a few of the new exciting things we think are going on. There's a recent article, International Banking Flocks Ripple. This is mainly focused on some of the stuff they're doing in Japan. They have 50 banks over there that have been trying the Ripple blockchain to see how smooth it works. And they're going to come on board early summer using Ripple for all their cross-border transactions. And that's really what Ripple's designed to do, to make it quicker and more cost-effective to send money back and forth. Matter of fact,
Now, how smooth is this?
well, I saw a video on YouTube this afternoon. I didn't show you, Rod. And what it was, this Ripple rep went to a bank in Canada,
Okay.
and he called a bank in Japan that's on the blockchain. They're trying it out. And they sent money live on this video from Canada through the blockchain to this bank in Japan. It took 8 seconds, and those
Oh,
funds showed up.
you gotta
No,
be kidding.
it's amazing, really, if you think about it.
They're gonna save money on that deal.
Well, just to wire money could take 3 or 4 days, and no telling how much that cost.
Tell
You
me
know,
about it.
you got to go to a central. Why do you wire money somewhere overseas?
All the time.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, it's a lot quicker and better. So this company that they signed up with, this SBI Holdings, not merged. They started a company with Ripple, and it's called
Strategic Business Innovation.
the SBI is. But
Yes.
their new one is called, I think I wrote it down right here. It's called SBI Ripple Asia.
Yes, it is.
And this, even though this document is in Japanese, right in the middle here where my cursor's circling, that says,
SBI Ripple Asia.
whoops, they haven't seen anything we've talked about, Rod.
They haven't?
Here's the article that I talked about, this international banking, and that's fine. Here's the one that talks about the SBI. Ripple's in there. This is
Okay.
the 50 bank thing. But also it talks about in here this Federal Reserve, and there's nothing federal about them. It's the company that creates our paper money and charges us interest for creating money out of thin air. But anyway, that could be a whole video in itself. They have a link here. It's called Faster. Yeah, amen, brother. It's called Faster Payments Task Force. So the Federal Reserve has a task force that focuses on faster payments, getting these cross-border
like
things.
Anything the government does, they always have a task force.
Yeah. Overfunded, never get anything done, and so on.
Amen.
But if you click into this, it shows who's involved with this. Ripple has one of the chairs in there. So Ripper's involved with it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, this just talks about transactions. Polynex has 71% of the transactions.
Wow.
Of course, you got Kraken on there and Bitstamp, and I think I just read in the last couple of days there's a new exchange. I can't remember that now handles Ripple also.
Oh.
And I think it's a wallet at the same time. I can't remember. We're getting old, man.
I know. It's all these teaser moments.
But let's get to the focus of what we want to do with this video, and that was, I got you back on full screen, Rod. All the charts are gone. And that was to answer these comments about where we think it's going to be long term. And
well, we don't think it's going to be real long term because we got that freaking idiot over in Korea. You know, you don't know if war's going to be starting or not.
Well, that's just it. Rod and I have some personal views about things that could disrupt the banking system as it sits. And so these views dictate how we feel long term about things. What if we do go to war with North Korea or Syria? I mean, that could definitely affect things.
Good. Wow.
Look what's going on in the White House. I mean, even, was it yesterday Comey got fired by Trump? I mean, this has even caused a division there, and nobody likes Trump anyway from the Democratic side. Anyway, there's just chaos everywhere. And then if you look at our economic problems, I mean, everything's in a bubble anymore. Student loans, huge bubble.
Housing.
You got housing, automobiles. I mean, all these things are close to popping, which could definitely affect the economy. So for us to say that Ripple might be there 3 to 5 years, we're not so sure it will. So even though we're not predicting that, this is kind of how we're feeling. And it's same with price long term. If everything was normal and it was going on, yeah, 5 years from now, it might reach $3 to $5 a coin. Might be a great long term investment, but we're not sure we're going to get there. Nope. Short term though, Rod?
Absolutely.
Early summer?
Probably. Maybe into the fall even. Well, we really don't know, but we do know that it's going to go back up. If it gets to $1, oh baby.
We'll be cashing in. A buck is a good target for us.
Yes.
With the amount of coins we've put up, and we're not recommending you put them up, but for short term, and we keep an eye on the current events. So if anything quirky happens, if we think there's going to be ripples, we'll pull out a Ripple XRP.
Yep.
Other than that, that's what we wanted to cover. We appreciate all the subscribers that have been clicking onto us and subscribing. We're having a lot of fun doing these videos. We're not really in it for the money or anything.
No.
So thank you.
And if you have any questions, please comment. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching.
Good night.
God bless America.